Hello everyone. So today I have received this HP ProBook 430 motherboard, and let's have a look first. Okay, this is our DC connector, and near DC connector you can see this is our primary MOSFET, and that is burnt. This is burnt, totally burnt. So we have some sort of issue over here. Then afterwards you can see this is our processor, and we have VRM section, and in VRM section we have this. I think this is our primary MOSFET, which is totally burnt. So we have two burnt MOSFET. First thing which we are going to do, we are going to remove this MOSFET and check for shorting. Then also with this MOSFET also we are going to remove, and then we are going to check for shorting. If there is any kind of shorting, then I am going to inject voltage and check whether our shorting is removed or not. So first let me remove this. Okay, next step is to remove processor. Okay, so first we will remove this MOSFET, and before that we will check. So I have kept my multimeter in buzzer range, as you can see. Okay, it's giving me a short with respect to ground. Okay, this whole section is giving short beep with respect to ground. I don't know why. I think same with this MOSFET. Okay, means all the MOSFET in these sections are giving beep with respect to ground. It means our VIN capacitors will be also shorted. So I think these are VIN capacitor. Okay, it's giving beep, and on other side it's also giving beep. Means our board is totally, I think, short. Before that, let me check its PCH is shorted or not. One probe is grounded, and I have capacitor on. Okay, on another point. Okay, it's giving 3 digit reading on one point, and one point is grounded. It means our PCH is not short. That's mean we can repair this motherboard. Again, let me show you. Here we have some capacitors which are connected to VRM section. We are going to check those also. Okay, as you can see, all the capacitors in VIN section are giving beep with respect to ground. So first thing, let me see, am I able to see some MOSFET number or not, because we have to replace new MOSFET over. Okay, 6766 something, 86 6786, this MOSFET number 67828. Okay, let it be. So we are going to remove these two MOSFETs. Okay, and again here also. This is actually a P channel MOSFET, and these are N channel. I have another donor board which is with me. Okay, we are going to use MOSFETs from this from okay, we have same MOSFETs, same numbering. So I am going to remove this MOSFET and place over there. And about this MOSFET, we are going to check whether it is available or not. We can use from this, I think. So we will check it afterwards. First, remove these two MOSFETs. Okay, so we have removed these two MOSFETs, as you can see. Now next one is to remove this MOSFET from here. I have removed this MOSFET also. So we have removed all the faulty MOSFETs. Okay, these are 3 faulty MOSFETs. Now it's time to clean up. As you can see, here we have the remains of that another broken MOSFET. So let me clean it. Okay, this is our source terminal, this is our gate, and this is our drain. So just take a soldering iron and try to clean it. Okay, okay, as you can see, I have cleaned all these pads. We will use some thinner for cleaning. Okay, this is the condition of our tracks right now. Okay, let me clean over here also. Okay, this is enough. Now we are going to check for shorting. Keep multimeter in buzzer range. Check. Okay. Previously we were getting short over this point, this point, this point, and okay, this is ground. Don't worry about that. Now we will check shorting over here. No. On drain terminal, no. On gate, no. Okay, I think we have resolved our shorting issue, as you can see, and we have checked previously shorting on this capacitors. It was getting some sort of beep on one side. Let me check it over here. Okay, 156 value, which is saying something, means I think we have some sort of leakage issue or some sort of, because this value must be near to 300 or 500, but it's too low. So one thing which we can do right now, that we can inject a voltage and check why it is giving low reading. Okay, I am going to inject voltage through this point. Okay, otherwise we can inject voltage. Okay, we will inject here only, because these are capacitors which are connected to VN section, so we can inject. Okay, turning on my power supply and injecting voltage little bit. Let me show you voltages. Okay, 5 volt, 5.32. One minute. Let me take some another point. This must be V in section, means our 19 volt will be available to this point, and it's giving same impedance, means I can jump that wire to this point. Okay, again same. Okay, right now my DC supply is taking on 7 volt. It's taking nearly 300 and it is the current is dropping, but before that it was taking nearly 1.5 milliamps. As you can see, it's taking 3 milliamp on 2.65 volt. So let me check for heating. Okay, I have heating over here. These MOSFETs are heating. Another somewhere point. Okay, these two MOSFETs are heating, which are of VRM section. Okay, we are going to check over here. It may be due to this capacitor. There may be some sort of shorting. Okay, okay, this capacitor is heating a lot. This one, 330 microfarad. This capacitor we are going to remove with the help of soldering iron and check whether our leakage is sorted or not. Apply some flux. Okay, I opened this capacitor. Now we are going to check. Okay, this capacitor was leak, but still we have a problem. Okay, again we have problem. Again we have this capacitor short. Same with this capacitor. Okay, so I have opened this capacitor. Let me check. Still we have some sort of problem. Okay, still we have shorting. Okay, Okay. Now this capacitor is hitting a lot, this one, which is below our processor socket. Let's remove that also. Let me remove first this. Okay, I have removed capacitor, this also. Let's check once again. Again we have a short. Now this capacitor is showing short. I think whole capacitors are showing short. I don't know why. I'm not going to remove this. Before that, let me remove these two MOSFETs and check. Okay, so I have removed these two MOSFETs also. I'm going to keep this aside, and then we are going to check. Okay. Okay, one good thing which we are having. Okay, as you can see, our DC supply is set to 18 volt, 15 millivolt, and we don't have any kind of shorting. Okay, let me check first. Okay, okay, so right now it's not showing any short anymore. It's taking 0.09 milliamps. I think our 5 and 3.3 volt is also generated. So let's check. I think these are the coils. No, not yet. Let me check once again. Okay, we have 18 volts, 19 volts on this coil. Okay. Still we don't have 5 and 3.3 volt. First we have to place all the MOSFETs which we have removed. I think we have removed all the shorting, and we have to place all the those MOSFET which we have removed first, and all the capacitors which we have removed. One, two, three, four capacitors we have removed. I'm going to place those back, and then we will try to power on and check whether our motherboard is working or not. Okay, before placing we will check our reading. We should get nearly 300 or more than that impedance. As you can see, before that it was showing us leakage condition. It was nearly, I think, 158 or 59, this is ground point, and another point we have 515, means our motherboard's V in section shorting has been removed. But now we are going to place its capacitors and MOSFETs. I have this donor board which is same. So here we have 330 microfarad capacitor, here also. Yes, we are going to plug these three capacitors and put it into our motherboard. Okay, last capacitor, where it is. Okay, this is the last capacitor. So the capacitor which we have removed previously, I have placed those in their original places, here, here and here. As you can see, those are neat and well placed. So let's check impedance once again and let it cool for some time. Okay, one probe ground on V in supply. As you can see, we are getting 400, means our V in section is okay right now. Okay, let it cool down because this side is very warm right now. So next thing which we are going to do, we are going to remove this MOSFET and place. Okay, before that let me remove this processor. Okay, processor removed. Let's check for secondary ground terminal, secondary MOSFET, because I don't know which one is secondary MOSFET. Okay, if this is giving beep with respect to ground, this is secondary MOSFET, and same with this. Which one is okay. Okay, so these are two secondary MOSFETs and this is primary MOSFET. So we are going to replace this MOSFET to this motherboard. Before that, let me apply some plugs. These two are our primary MOSFETs. these two are secondary MOSFETs. Okay, as you can see, I have placed all the MOSFETs aligned properly. So we'll keep it for some time and we will check. Okay, we have been working on this motherboard. We have replaced all these MOSFETs. I have also placed this processor. Now it's time to place this. Okay, so this is P channel MOSFET actually. So I have one actually over here whose number is 4435. So I am going to directly place it over here, this one over here. So let me power on my hot gun. Before that let me solder. Okay, I have removed that. Now it's time to place it on another motherboard. So I have placed this MOSFET and I think we are good to go, but before that I want to resolder this MOSFET. That's okay, no need to resolder drain. Okay, I think that's enough. Gate is properly soldered, drain also. Okay, let's keep it for some time. So I think our motherboard is cooled down, so let me take my DC supply and connect. Okay, we are going to increase voltage slightly. Right now it's 0 volt, and let me turn on, and I am increasing this voltage slightly, because if there is any kind of shorting, then we will get to know. Right now it's taking 4 volt, no shorting yet, and we don't have here LED. It's taking somewhat ampere on 6 volt. I think there is no short, but okay. One thing, we have this LED, and our motherboard also tried to power on, I don't know what, but I want to check what happened just right now. So I am going to put this processor. The motherboard took nearly 700 or 800 milliamps, I don't know. It tried to power on. And our this LED also blown up, no heating. Let me plug this. Okay, as you can see, our fan has started spinning. I don't know, means our shorting issue has been solved. So let me place this RAM and take one keyboard for checking display. When I received this laptop, it was in dead condition. Okay, I think we are good to go. Let me turn on my power supply. Okay, laptop has started. Okay, one more thing, it's going to 300, I mean 3 amp, it's taking 3 ampere, and fan is continuously restarting. It means our processor is short, that's why it's doing like that. Okay, let me remove RAM and check. Okay, same issue. Our VRM section was short. It means this VRM section's MOSFETs are still hitting. Let me check whether our weak voltage is generated or not. No. Let's check VIN. As you can see, this voltage is dropping. Let's check for okay, now the fan is continuous, but I think there should not be display because these MOSFETs are hitting. So it means our main culprit is our processor. Our processor is short, that's why our motherboard is also shorted. So what if I remove this processor? Okay, all these coils are also hitting, and we are getting low impedance. After removing processor, our fan is moving, I mean spinning properly. Let me check for heating. one thing, our dead problem has been resolved, but I think there is our processor is short. That's why our motherboard is not means fully powered on. Okay, hello guys, I was working on this HP 430 motherboard. One more thing I have changed, because so our core voltage was not available. VIN was okay, but core voltage was not available. Our MOSFET also was shorted, so I have to change this VRM core IC. After that, okay, as you can see, I have changed its core IC also. I think more than 9 to 10 spares we have changed. As you can see, this all spares we have changed in this motherboard. Also, one more, two MOSFETs are there. Okay, these two MOSFETs also, we this much parts we have changed. One more, we have changed this processor also. Okay, so after changing all these components, let's see whether we can power this up and our display is also available or not. Let me power on. Okay, as you can see, it's taking quite decent amperes. Okay, motherboard has started, and as you can see, we have display also. So like this I have repaired, and it's consuming nearly 943 million, which is good, and we have display. So in today's case study, let me power off this first. I think I have spent more than 2 hours in this on this motherboard only. Okay, so when I received this motherboard, we have seen this MOSFET was burnt, and this one P channel MOSFET was burnt. Then afterwards, after diagnosing each and everything, I have replaced those and this also. Then we found this 1 2 3 4 capacitor was leak. Then we replaced all those capacitors. After that, our motherboard was powering on, fan was spinning, but no display and no core voltage was available. So I have changed this our VRM IC, and after changing VRM IC, we have our display available, and in this way we have repaired our motherboard successfully. Thank you. Subscribe for more videos. If you have any kind of doubts, then you can ask me in comment section. Thank you.